Hello, everyone. If you're a student or a parent trying to figure out what comes after high school, you already know it can feel like a total maze of deadlines, applications, and just way too many options. So today, we're going to cut right through all that noise.
Does this look familiar? Yeah, the pressure is definitely on, and it is completely normal to feel a little lost with all the information flying around. You've got early entry schemes, scholarships, open days. It is a lot to keep track of.
But don't you worry, that is exactly what we're here for. In this explainer, we're going to turn that overwhelming list into a super clear, actionable guide. We'll pull out the most important dates, the biggest opportunities, and the smartest ways for you to get ahead of the pack. Okay, let's get into it. All right, first things first. Timing is everything. We're diving straight into the key deadlines and events you absolutely have to get on your calendar, like right now. Think of this as your high priority checklist. Okay, so the clock is already ticking. You can see how these deadlines are all bunched up between late July and early September. That is your application sprint. Missing one of these could mean missing out on an early offer or a scholarship that could change everything. So yeah, this period is absolutely critical. Year 12s, you're going to want to listen up. This is basically your unfair advantage. After the big seminar on August 18th, you get a whole month of one-on-one help with your applications. That's a professional set of eyes on your work, helping you make sure your application really truly stands out from the rest of the pile. And for Year 11s, this is your chance to get way ahead of the game. The day at UNSW on November 7th lets you actually walk the campus and get a real feel for what uni is like. And then that Turning Point seminar is designed to give you a strategic mindset for how to crush Year 12. And for you Year 10s, this is all about building a solid foundation. I mean, just look at this lineup for November and December. You've got everything from career programs and startup experiences to a full week of actual work experience, topped off with mock interviews. This schedule is incredible. It's designed to help you start exploring what you're into and building skills that matter in the real world.
So, you've got the dates in your calendar. Awesome. Now, let's talk strategy. This next section is all about how you can get a serious competitive edge, often before your final exams even start.
Let's talk about scholarships that are way more than just money. This number, $49,500, is for the UTS IT Co-op Scholarship. But honestly, the real prize here isn't just the cash. It also comes with 2 6-month paid industry placements. You don't just graduate with a degree, you graduate with a resume. This is a complete career launchpad.
And here's another amazing opportunity. Charles Sturt University and Transgrid are offering $20,000 scholarships to 100, that's right, 100 engineering students. And they're really clear that you can use the money for whatever you need, whether it's study costs or living expenses. That is a massive amount of support for a whole lot of students.
Now, you've probably heard of the EAPS, but what is it really? Well, put simply, if you're a serious athlete or performer and your training or performing commitments have made Year 12 extra tough, this scheme is for you. It doesn't actually change your ATR, but it can add what they call adjustment factors. Think of them as bonus points to your selection rank. It's a way for universities to recognize all the hard work you put in, both inside and outside the classroom.
Okay, so you've got the deadlines and the advantages all sorted. But what if you're still kind of figuring out what you're passionate about? Well, this next section is all about discovering your future by diving into some pretty fascinating topics. Seriously, how cool is this title? This is not some dry, dusty lecture. It's a webinar from the University of Sydney that connects what you're learning in economics class directly to huge global issues that are happening right now. It just shows how essential this kind of thinking is to understanding the world. And this just perfectly illustrates the incredible range of topics you can explore. You can go from a trade war to the ethics of displaying ancient remains in a museum. These webinars are a fantastic way to kind of test drive a subject and see if it really sparks your curiosity. And hey, if you already have a career path in mind, universities are running these super focused events just for you. Whether you're thinking about teaching or health sciences, there are sessions designed to answer your specific questions. You can even get a sneak peek at a brand new degree before it's even launched. This is your chance to go deep on a topic you're really passionate about. All right, For those of you who are aiming for one of the most competitive fields out there, this next section is your special, focused, step-by-step guide to tackling what we're calling the medical school gauntlet.
So the first big hurdle we have to talk about is the UCAT. It stands for the University Clinical Aptitude Test. Basically, it's a 2-hour computer-based exam with 5 multiple-choice sections. It's designed to see if you have the skills you'll need to be a doctor or a dentist. It's a key hurdle, for sure, but it's one you can absolutely prepare for.
The whole journey to medicine can seem really complex, but we can break it down into some clear, simple steps. Step 1, prepare. Use the official practice tests. Step 2, practice. Get used to the format. Step 3, know the rules before test day. And finally, Step 4, and this is so important, prepare for the interview. It is not just about your test scores.
And speaking of that, here are the dates for some intensive interview prep. As you can see, there are plenty of online options and an in-person workshop, so there's really no excuse not to get ready. These sessions are specifically designed to take the mystery out of different interview styles and give you the confidence you need to absolutely nail it.
Okay, this is a really critical point for anyone even thinking about medicine or dentistry at the University of Sydney. Just look at this comparison. The open day is great for getting a feel for the campus, but there will be no dedicated presentations about med or dentistry. For that crucial information and for a chance to ask experts your questions, you have to attend the special webinars on August 26th. Don't miss it.
Wow, we have covered a huge amount of ground. We've gone from deadlines to scholarships to career exploration. So now, let's bring it all together and talk about what your immediate next step should be.
So I'll just ask you straight up, are you actually prepared for open day? Because it's not just about showing up and grabbing free pens, right? It's about going in with a plan. Who do you need to talk to? What specific questions do you have about that course you're interested in? Use the info we just went through to make your open day visits as productive as they can possibly be.
So we'll leave you with this thought. Think of all this information as your map. We've shown you the paths, the shortcuts, and maybe even some hidden treasures. But a map is useless until you actually take that first step into the territory. You have to be the one to ask the questions, chase down the opportunities, and take ownership of your future. The only question left is, where are you going to go first?